Welcome to M&A Podcast, your go-to podcast for mental and emotional well-being discussions. Brought to you by Emanate, Enrichment Insights, and powered by the Human Capital, your trusted partner for virtual assistant services that elevates business to new heights. And I am Nikita. And like always, we're talking to our very own Olya Rich. Olya is a licensed clinical professional counselor, healer, hypnotherapist, spiritual advisor, and life coach. Welcome, Olya, one more time on this podcast. And I'm so excited to talk about, I wouldn't say it's a topic today, it's a general discussion of how we should be ready, prepared, and starting the new year. So I'm going to start with a very, very simple question. How excited are you about this new year?
So grateful to be here. This has been such a busy, productive year for all of us. So it is really important that we recognize all the good, the bad, and the ugly, and able to say thank you for all of that.
Sure.
Because without all of that, we wouldn't be here. Without all these lessons, whether they were pleasant or not so pleasant, we need to appreciate everything. Yeah, so I am extremely grateful for you, extremely grateful for our viewers, extremely grateful for everything that's been happening to us. It's been quite a journey. So thank you.
Okay, I'm going to start with a couple of questions as we all embrace to start this new year. I think the first thing that comes to our mind when we enter a new year is, should we or should we not have a new year resolution? And I know majority of us fail miserably in keeping those. So tell us, question number one is, how should we set realistic resolution for New Year's? And what are the ways we can work to actually achieve those and not like give up on them?
Oh, what a beautiful question. So first thing, I love resolutions just because they keep me in check, in line. I would encourage everyone to sit down, carve out a time for yourself where you sit down and write a small list of things. Don't put too much on your plate. You know, it's not going to be realistic to accomplish 25 goals, right? You want to put 5 to 10 goals. And see if you're aligning with them, see if they're resonating. Obviously, you don't want to put something like, oh, I want to fly to Mars tomorrow. It's not going to be a realistic goal. It has to resonate with you, resonate with how you feel, and see if it's going to be a reasonable goal, something that you can actually accomplish, not 5 steps away from now, maybe like 1 or 2 steps, something that you can kind of foresee and you can connect with on the energetic level. Also, check in with yourself and see if you are worthy of that. A lot of people, yeah, I want this. I want to have a mansion somewhere in Europe, in Alps, right? But deep down, they feel so unworthy and they just can't. They can't put themselves in that headspace where they can actually see themselves receiving this. So you have to be aligned. You have to understand that you are worthy of this, and you really have to place yourself mentally where you are receiving this goal, meeting this goal, receiving what you are putting down on the paper. Writing down helps us so much. It actually helps us to manifest things better. So for those of you who don't like writing things down, remember it's important. It actually amplifies that manifestation. So I would encourage everyone to write things down on the paper. Try to not put too much stress on yourself, because it's something that most of us do, right? Oh, let's say one of my goals is I want to go to the gym 6 times a week. Now I'm creating so much stress. I really we just can't make it 6 times a week to the gym. I just can't. I don't have this kind of capacity. My schedule is too busy, but I will put, okay, I'm gonna go 2 or 3 times a week and I'm gonna make it happen. It's actually pretty doable for me. So make sure your goal is reasonable and realistic and is something that you can accomplish. Don't overstress, don't overwhelm yourself, and make sure one of your goals is, okay, I'm going to take it easy this year. I'm not going to put too much on my plate. I'm going to relax and I'm going to allow. And one thing that is really important that a lot of people forget, when we allow and we are relaxed, things
Mhm.
kind of come to us. We don't have to run around chasing things. They kind of
Chasing.
just fall on our lap. So I encourage everyone to get to a place where they are aligned and they are understanding this important component that you are exactly where you need to be. Yes, you want to be maybe making more money or living somewhere else or having a family by now, but you are exactly where you need to be. So it's really just important to align with yourself and
Mhm.
allow things to kind of unfold naturally, and things will fall in your lap. Things will happen for you in the most unprecedented, beautiful ways. And I think that's the beauty when you kind of manifest, but you're not manipulating the outcome. You're not pressuring yourself. You're not manipulating other people. You're just in a state of allowing, and that creates that kind of abundance for you.
Have you set any resolution and goals for yourself this year?
I wrote down a few goals. I'm trying not to put too much on my plate. I have a lot to focus on this year. I'm getting married, so that's going to be my main focus to get through that. So I don't want to overthink it. It's going to be very simple. I want to be relaxed, and when I'm relaxed, everyone else is benefiting from that energy. So our job, our number one goal is to be relaxed, and that will help us with our confidence levels, with our energy overall. We're going to sleep better, we're going to perform better.
Mhm.
Yes, I hope all of you write that down on your goal list for 2025 because that's going to help everyone. How about you, Nikita?
Um, every time, so this kind of works for me. I don't know how, but it does. Every single year, I say to myself, I am not going to create goals because when I create goals for myself, I feel I'm pressurized. Okay, I do
Yeah.
feel that. So I'm like, keep I'm gonna go with the flow, and my goal is just to be better at what I do. And whatever the goal is, it's automatically going to be achieved. The goal is only to learn more and get better at what I do. That's my only goal. Because if I achieve that, other things will be achieved automatically. So I don't really have a goal. But yes, I want my only goal or resolution is to be better at what I do. For example, I think as a person, I am very emotionally vulnerable. So I want to be better at that. I think I need to put in more efforts to understand people and their intentions. I need to dig deep. So that is another thing I need to learn because those are the areas that makes me lose a lot of times. So I want to get better on certain those particular things. So that is my goal. And you never know, I might have some new year, some good news too from my end, just like yours.
Oh, beautiful. All right, let's add that to the list.
It is.
We're not gonna overload the plate, remember? It's
Yeah.
light, so it's manageable, so we don't put too much pressure. Nobody likes to feel pressure, so it's really good that we're here to remind people that really just don't focus on certain specific things. Yes, it's important to write it down, but write it down, close that envelope, right? Put it in the envelope, close it, try to forget about it, try to relax. And
And trust me, this has happened with me. Uh, I don't know how, but the things that I'm really wanting, and I really wish that, oh, you know what? I really want this to happen.
Mhm.
It is happening to me. I don't know how that's happening. I remember the last time I had a conversation with you about manifesting things. Maybe I'm doing that correctly. Maybe that's how it's working. But yes, those things do work, and it has worked
Absolutely.
in great ways for me.
Absolutely. And a lot of times people make this mistake. I hear this from clients over and over again. They write down their goal, they're visualizing what they want to accomplish, but the feeling is not there.
True.
We manifest through feelings, through attaching feelings. So if you attach, okay, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm already, let's say you're trying to pass your exam, right? You're studying and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But if you visualize, I am so relieved. I'm so grateful. I've passed this exam. I've graduated. Now I'm holding my degree. Just hold on to that feeling. Hold on to connecting to that feeling of gratitude, that feeling of relief. Now you don't have to worry about studying for your exam anymore. Like, how would that feel? And be in that moment. So what happens actually, you are creating that and helping to amplify the energy and manifest it faster. So really important to remember when you're manifesting and trying to create something for yourself is to connect to that feeling. You're not just manifesting by writing things down and visualizing. You need to feel the feeling. What would that feel like if you already accomplished that? And try to stay in that feeling and feel it fully in your body.
I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with stress, relationships, etc. Do you think each one of us should prioritize our mental health and keep that as one of the top priorities to fix in our life, maybe as a part of a resolution?
Oh my God, big time. So let's say stress is probably number one issue for everyone. If you focus on your mental health and focus on just one thing, I am not going to stress. I am going to do whatever I can to have a relaxing and peaceful year for myself. You're going to be in such a good place mentally, and everything else will kind of flow. Just think of it, this is the most important thing. Your peace of mind is the most important thing we have. If
True.
you are at peace, think about the ripple effect of that energy. Just try to be at peace every day from the very waking moment. Be cognizant about your stressors. Just say no to that. You can still do things without stress. And that's going back to our last podcast, right? Try to focus on that energy. I'm going to be at peace. I'm going to prioritize peace in my life. I'm going to prioritize my self-care. I'm going to do things that bring me joy. And I'm going to stay in that energy. So that's really important. Remember, when you're healing yourself, you're healing the world. So when you're in peace, it really helps other people around you to be at peace. Everyone benefits from this energy. So by healing yourself, you're healing other people and helping the world. So I think that is the biggest of the goals that we do have.
That is true. Only I do want to know one thing from you, and I'll tell you why I'm asking this question to you. What is the difference between wishing and manifesting?
If I wish, right? It has this unknown factor. I wish something happens, right? I wish we have snow tomorrow, but it's not certain. It's kind of like a wishful thinking. It has its own connotation. Whereas when I'm manifesting, I'm getting it done. I'm taking care of it. I am actually executing this plan and attracting something with an intention behind it. I'm not just sitting there and daydreaming, oh my God, it would be so wonderful if I just hit a lottery, right? Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's my wish, to hit a lottery. Will I be manifesting that? No. I don't have time to go buy lottery tickets right now. Plus the chances are not great. I'm going to be working towards my goal and creating future that I want to build for myself. Yeah, so that's you
The
see.
reason I asked this question is because I know a lot of people I wish in the New Year's I get this or I do this or etc. etc. whatever they want to do in their
Yeah.
year. But do you think we should be wishing on New Year's or we should be manifesting
Oh,
those?
definitely.
We
Definitely
should be manifesting,
manifesting.
right? Yeah,
Creating, taking responsibility. You're not just sitting there and like, oh my God, I hope this happens to me tomorrow. That takes that responsible self out of the picture. Whereas if I'm consciously manifesting, I need to be proactive. I need to actually do something about it. Do you see the
true.
difference? So yeah, it puts you
Yes,
in that
yes.
responsible driver's seat. And then you actually have to do stuff. You have to show up. You have to do whatever it takes to get to your goal.
And when you're manifesting, you are not just saying things or like, oh, I wish I had that, things like that. It's like you are seriously thinking about it with all your heart and soul.
Oh yeah, I know I deserve it. Second of all, I need to brainstorm and figure out how am I going to get there. If I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, sometimes it's really complicated. I'll just leave the how part and I'll
Mhm.
focus on the final outcome. Okay, this is where I want to be. This is the final destination. And I'm feeling into that joy, gratitude, happiness, all those feelings. So it depends on the goal, but yeah, I am actually being very proactive about it.
Got it. Thank you, Olya. And this is going to be my last question. This podcast is going to be relatively shorter because it's just a New Year thingy, but it's a new surprise for our viewers. The last question is, what would you suggest our viewers for this coming year? What would you suggest them to do? Your recommendations and how they should be looking up to 2025?
I love this question. I want our viewers to become more responsible and realize that they're so powerful. They're actually so powerful. They can get in their own driver's seat and create their reality. I want more people to learn that if we can remind ourselves through this beautiful mantra, I am powerful and I am creating my reality, whether it's subconscious or conscious, that's a different question. But most of the times we don't realize it. We actually do create our reality. Yes, it will put a lot of people in that position of taking responsibility and realizing that, oh, I've been doing this to myself my whole life, maybe subconsciously, but that's okay. I can be grateful for this experience, and this is what I want to create moving forward. It's going to be amazing.
Trust me, I have seen magic happening around me, um, and it kind of works. When you truly want something, when you manifest something, when you work hard towards it, it does happen. Um, you just have to um,
You have to
believe
show
that.
up. You believe it, yeah.
True. Thank you, Olya. Thank you for this wonderful session. I'm sure a lot of people will get, a lot of our viewers is going to get a lot of energy and motivation to get started with this new year and work hard towards their goal. That's the whole
Yeah.
idea why we have this particular episode. And thank you so much for your time once again, Olya. This is precious. And I wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a great, great, great New Year. And all of our viewers as well, please, guys, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Please do share it with your friends as well because they need all the motivation that you can get to them. Maybe that's your gift to your friends so that they can get motivated to work towards their goal by Olya Rich as well. So thank you so much for listening to us, and do spread and send your love. And we will meet again in our next episode very soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nikita. And I hope our viewers manifest some amazing things. And if you already manifested some things, just write it in the comments. We would love to read your stories. That would be amazing. So yes, my wish for you is to manifest a lot of beauty and just amazing things in 2025.